Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, good to be here.
Today we're focusing on how to get more sales from new visitors in your online store.
Absolutely crucial for e-commerce success, right?
Yeah, and to help us break it all down, we're looking at an article called New Visitor Conversion Rate, How to Increase It.
Sounds promising.
It's by Mohammed Tufekcipan, founder of Growth Suite and Marketing Lib.
Okay, so this guy's got some serious experience.
He analyzed over 300 Shopify stores for this article.
Wow, that's a lot of data.
And what's really interesting is that he found a consistent pattern.
Okay, I'm curious, what is it?
New visitors just don't convert at the same rate as returning customers.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense when you think about it.
This podcast is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free. So today we're going to dig into why that is and more importantly, what you can do about it.
Sounds good. Let's dive in.
So let's start with the basics. What's actually happening when someone visits your website for the first time and they don't buy anything?
Right, so there are actually two parts to a conversion.
Okay, what are those?
First, the visitor has to want the product.
Okay, that makes sense.
And second, they have to want it right now.
So you're saying it's not enough just to have a great product.
Exactly. They have to feel compelled to buy it immediately.
So how does that play out on a website? Like, what are the signs that someone wants a product but isn't ready to commit?
Well, you can look at things like bounce rate and add to cart actions.
Okay, so a high bounce rate obviously means people aren't sticking around.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean they aren't interested.
Right, they might just need more information or a better reason to stay.
Exactly. And then you have people who add items to their cart but never actually check out.
So near yet so far.
It's like they're on the fence, right?
Yeah, what's stopping them at that crucial moment?
Well, that's where understanding the psychology of new visitors comes in.
Okay, so why are new visitors different?
Well, think about your own online shopping habits.
Sure.
When you land on a new website, you don't know much about them yet, right?
True, you're kind of checking them out.
Yeah, you're looking for signs of trustworthiness.
I definitely look at reviews and things like that.
Exactly. And you're probably more hesitant to commit to a purchase.
Yeah, I usually browse around a bit first, get a feel for the brand.
Right, and that hesitation is amplified for new visitors.
So what can we do to overcome that hesitation?
Well, Tufekcipan's research points to one key strategy, creating a sense of urgency.
Urgency, like limited time offers and things like that.
Yeah, but it's not just about slapping a countdown timer on everything.
Okay, so what's the right way to create urgency?
Tufekcipan emphasizes three crucial elements.
I'm all ears, lay them on me.
First, the right motivation.
Okay, so the urgency has to make sense.
Exactly. It can't feel artificial or forced.
Like saying there's only one left when it's clearly a mass-produced item.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just going to turn people off.
So give me an example of what good motivation would look like.
Sure, let's say you're selling hotel rooms.
Okay.
If you highlight the fact that there are only a few rooms left for a particular date, that's a genuine reason for urgency.
Yeah, people actually need to book now, or they might miss out.
Right. It's tied to a real constraint.
Okay, that makes sense. What's the second element?
The right timing.
Yeah, so when you present that urgency message matters.
It does. You don't want to hit them with it right away.
Right, like when they first land on the site.
Exactly. They need time to explore and develop some interest first.
It's like good salesperson. They don't pounce on you the second you walk in the store.
Right. They wait till you've shown some genuine interest in a product.
And then they might casually mention that it's the last one in stock or something.
Exactly. It's all about timing.
Okay, so motivation, timing, and what's the third element?
The right message.
So how you actually communicate that urgency.
Exactly. The language and tone should match your brand.
So no cheesy flashing banners.
Ideally not. It should feel authentic and informative.
So instead of just saying, hurry, sale ends soon,
Yeah, that's too generic and kind of bushy.
you might say something like, only a few left in this size order now to secure yours.
Much better. That's specific and creates a sense of scarcity without being over the top.
Okay, so we've got the three elements of ethical urgency.
Motivation, timing, and message.
Now, I understand Tufekcipan actually created a tool to help businesses implement all of this.
He did. It's called Growth Suite.
And I'm really curious to hear more about how it works.
Well, it's all about using data to personalize the shopping experience and create that ethical urgency we've been talking about.
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
One of the key features is visitor segmentation.
Okay, so it's not treating all visitors the same.
Exactly. It analyzes their behavior on your site.
Like what pages they visit, how long they stay.
All of that. It's like having a digital detective figuring out their level of interest.
I like it. So how does it categorize visitors?
It breaks them down into three categories: hot, warm, and cold.
I'm guessing hot visitors are the ones ready to buy.
You got it. They're showing strong buying signals, adding items to their cart-checking shipping options.
So they just need a little nudge to push them over the edge?
Exactly. Then you have the warm visitors.
Okay, so they're interested, but not quite ready to commit.
Right. They might be comparing prices, reading reviews, or browsing similar products.
And then cold visitors are probably just browsing casually.
Exactly. Maybe they're not even sure what they're looking for yet.
So how does Growth Suite use these categories?
It tailors the discount offer and messaging to each segment.
So hot visitors might get a smaller discount,
Yeah, maybe 5% or 7% just to sweeten the deal.
and cold visitors might need a more enticing offer.
Right, like 15% off to really grab their attention.
It's like a personalized approach to discounting.
That's the idea. And it gets even more specific.
How so?
Growth Suite generates a unique time-limited discount code for each visitor.
Whoa, so it's like they're getting a VIP experience.
Exactly. And they can see a timer counting down, which adds to that sense of urgency.
Okay, that's pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
And to make things even easier.
It automatically applies the discount at checkout.
Ah, so no need to fumble with codes or anything.
Exactly. It streamlines the process, especially for mobile shoppers.
So Growth Suite really takes the guesswork out of creating ethical urgency.
It does. And it helps build trust with customers because they feel like they're getting a genuine deal.
That's so important in today's world.
It is. Nobody wants to feel like they're being manipulated.
Right. It's all about transparency and authenticity.
Exactly. And ultimately, that leads to stronger relationships and more repeat business.
So what we've learned so far is that new visitors need that extra nudge.
Yes, and ethical urgency is the key to getting them to convert.
And a big thanks to Mohammed Tufekyapan for his insights.
Absolutely. His research is really valuable for any e-commerce business.
Now, for our listeners out there, I want to leave you with a question.
Okay.
How can you tailor this idea of ethical urgency to your specific products and audience?
It's a great question to consider.
What unique offers or incentives can you create that feel genuine and compelling?
That's the challenge and the opportunity.
So think about it, experiment, and see what works best for your business.
That's the best way to learn and grow.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into new visitor conversion rates.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you.
This podcast was powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.
It's really cool how it personalizes things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like e-commerce is getting smarter all the time.
Definitely. I think customers are expecting more these days.
Totally. It's not enough to just have a good website anymore.
Nope, people want that tailored experience.
Exactly. They want to feel like you get them.
And that's where data comes in, right?
Yep. It's all about using data to understand your audience.
So you can give them what they want.
Okay, so how does Growth Suite actually do that?
Well, let's imagine you sell those fancy leather bags.
Okay.
Growth Suite can spot the visitors who are really into your limited edition stuff.
Ah, so they're spending lots of time on those pages.
Exactly. Maybe even coming back to look again.
Those are the hot leads, right?
Yep, prime for a little nudge.
Okay, so what does Growth Suite do?
It might pop up a message like, hey, we see you love our limited edition bags.
Whatever.
Use code CRAFT10 for 10% off for the next 24 hours.
Oh, nice. So it feels exclusive and time-sensitive.
Exactly. Plays on that FOMO a bit.
But not in a sleazy way.
Nope. It's genuine. Those bags are limited.
And the code makes it personal, too.
Right. Like you're getting special treatment.
I bet that makes people feel good.
It does, and it encourages them to buy.
Okay, so what about visitors who aren't quite so ready to buy?
Like maybe they're reading your blog posts about leather care?
So they're interested in the brand, but not ready to commit.
Exactly. Those are your warm leads.
Okay, what do you do with them?
Maybe offer them free shipping or a discount on their first purchase.
But give them more time to redeem it.
Right. You're nurturing them, building trust.
Like, we see you come back anytime,
Mhm.
and here's a little gift.
That's the idea. It's all about those little touch points.
So Growth Suite is basically an ethical urgency machine.
Pretty much. It uses data to personalize the experience.
And it's not about tricking anyone
No way. It's
Yeah.
about understanding what motivates people.
and giving them a nudge at the right moment,
Exactly. And being honest about it.
which is so important these days.
Totally. Transparency builds trust.
Okay, so to sum up this whole new visitor thing,
It seems like the key is data-driven personalization.
combined with a healthy dose of ethical urgency.
And that's how you turn those first-time browsers into loyal customers.
Nicely said.
Thanks.
And another big shout out to Mohammed Tufekyapan.
His research is gold.
Now, for everyone listening, we want to leave you with a thought.
All right, shoot.
Think about how you can apply these principles to your business.
Yeah, get creative with it.
What unique offers can you come up with?
That feel genuine and exciting for your customers.
That's the challenge and the fun part.
Totally.
So keep experimenting and see what works.
Absolutely the best way to learn.
Good. All right, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
It's amazing how much e-commerce has changed even in just the last few years.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
all about creating that personal connection now.
Yeah, people want more than just a transaction.
They want an experience.
Exactly, and ethical urgency plays a big role in that.
Definitely. But it's got to be done right.
No tricking people or creating fake scarcity.
Exactly. It's about finding those genuine motivators
Understanding why people hesitate.
and giving them a little nudge at just the right time.
Like, think about those shoes you've been eyeing.
The ones that are almost sold out.
And then you see that message, only 2 pairs left in your size.
Suddenly you're like, okay, I got to get these in.
Exactly. It's like that extra push you need.
And if you already trust the brand
You're more likely to believe them.
and make that purchase,
So it's all about creating that whole ecosystem of trust.
where ethical urgency just feels like a natural part of the process.
Okay, so for our listeners who are thinking, how do I actually do this?
Where do they start?
Start by really understanding your audience.
What makes them tick?
What are their pain points, their motivations?
Data can be super helpful here.
Yeah, Google Analytics is a gold mine of information.
See what people are looking at, where they're dropping off.
And then use that data to create those moments of ethical urgency.
Exactly. A little nudge in the right direction.
And don't be afraid to experiment.
Try different things. See what works.
A/B testing is your friend.
Compare different messages, different offers.
See what resonates with your audience.
And always remember to be authentic.
People can smell a fake a mile away.
Don't create urgency where it doesn't exist.
Just highlight the genuine benefits of acting quickly.
Whether it's a limited edition item or a special promotion,
Ethical urgency is all about creating a win-win.
for both the customer and the business.
Well said. All right, that wraps up our deep dive into new visitor conversion rates.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure. And a final thank you to Mohammed Tufekyapan for his awesome research.
Definitely check out his work if you're interested in this stuff.
For everyone listening, keep those questions coming, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.
Ta!
This podcast was powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you to run smart discount campaigns on your store. Test it for free on your Shopify store. Just land on the Shopify App Store now and test it for free.